Good day everyone and welcome to Exile News, the weekly show that brings you all the important news and informations on Path of Exile. And the first news this week have been the reveals for two new skills which we already heard the names but we didn't know much about it. First one is Shattering Steel, and this is a sword or axe skill, and basically you can see from the video you shoot projectiles out of your weapon pretty much, and then when the projectiles reach a certain distance it bursts into smaller projectiles and it deals a lot of damage. Actually, the farther the enemy is, the more damage it deals. So it's basically a melee skill that rewards you for being far away. Also, this skill can impale, and impale is a new debuff to the monsters, where basically they store 10% of the unmitigated physical damage, and I say unmitigated, which means it's a lot of actual damage, and then an impaled enemy for the next 5 hits they take from any source. That might mean you can just drop an Orb of Storms and hit them with that. It will cause them to take the stored damage, so they will take 10% 5 times once they have that debuff, and that looks pretty damn good to me. I feel like this skill might actually be really good. The other skill is Lancing Steel, where basically it shoots one main projectiles and then the smaller secondary projectiles follow up, and it starts with a lot of projectiles, so you can choose to use GMP, but probably using something like Pierce maybe, or Chain or Fork might actually be better. And it doesn't say anything here, but I'm pretty sure in another post GGG said that the main projectile can actually put the new Impale debuff, while the smaller ones can't. And also you can choose the spread of the projectiles depending on where you aim. So if you aim really close to your character, the projectiles should spread out a little bit. If you aim far, they should go pretty much straight on, and you can hit an enemy multiple times with the same hit. So I might actually be pretty good. These skills are very similar between each other, and they work again both for sword and axe, so you can definitely try one or the other, and they look pretty damn good. Also, we got some frequently asked questions for unified hideouts, and there's a lot of very interesting stuff here. I'll be skipping pretty much all of those. Just 2 things. First one is, in addition to the old hideouts that we had, GGG is creating at least 10 new hideouts. So this is really up in the game there, because goddamn, we had 8 hideouts and now we have at least 18. That's pretty amazing. Also, a really good thing is, can we move the waypoint? Yes, we can. You cannot remove it, of course, you cannot delete it, but you can actually move it around, as you can see in the GIF here. So that is amazing. That definitely creates a lot of possibilities for hideout makers, where they can actually do a lot of very interesting things, and I can't wait to see the hideout showcases that will come in the future for this. GGG gave us a little bit more about how Bestiary, Delve and Incursion will work. So Bestiary will work that every time you will have to capture at least 1 red beast and some yellow beasts, although it doesn't say at least, but it's probably always a red beast and some yellow beasts. And basically Einar will appear to assist you in the hunt, so when you do enough damage he will throw the net, you will not have to handle net at all, and that should work really well. Definitely removing the worst part of Bestiary there. Also, that starts from Act 2. Starting from Act 4 instead will be Nico, of course coming from the Delve, and then basically when an area contains Sulfite, it will contain considerably more Sulfite to make up for Sulfite not being in every area. And the point is that when you access Nico, you will be able to do more than 1 delve per time, especially when you're doing his daily mission, so that should actually make it pretty interesting. Also, Alva will start from Act 7, and it will propose you 3 different incursions every time, and by that I actually mean that she will open up to 3 consecutive incursions. Up to 3 might mean even 1, but still up to 3 consecutive incursion portals Although, if you are going to complete the temple first, it will open just the needed ones. And, well, these are going to be how it works, and really can't wait to do this because it's much better than the old masters. Just a quick look at some new veiled mods. First one is Focus. So Focus is a new buff that you cast yourself, lasts for 4 seconds and has a cooldown of 12 seconds. And there are items that interact with it, with the new veiled mods. So for example, this one has 1% of evasion rating regenerated as life per second while focused, or your critical strike chance might be lucky while focused, shocking your enemies for 4 seconds while focused, or when you focus. That looks pretty strong, and triggers socketed spells when you focus, looking pretty badass as well. So definitely some really interesting mechanics there, and you will be able to craft those as well. So I feel like GGG is kind of getting the right hang about these temporary buffs, because having it like the Elementalist where the buff cycles by itself and you have no control over it, it's really hard to manage, but in this way it might be actually pretty damn good. So we'll have to see how that works, if it's broken, if it's not. Other than that, we also got some new things, especially on how the Atlas objective works. And as you can see here, these Atlas maps have definitely a master in them. And you can see this is definitely Einar, this is Dana, this is Incursion right there. So basically, once you reach the endgame maps, there's a 1/3 chance of getting a random master in each map. And this is very, very high, because previously I'm pretty sure masters had 1/10 of a chance to be in there, just like everything else, or maybe 20th, or rather, I mean 20%. A third is 33% chance to get one master, which is actually a lot. Also, replacing daily missions, GGG added this system called Atlas Objectives, where basically once a day these objectives appear on your maps and they refresh the day after once you complete it, and this means there is the specific master into the map. So, for example, Einar from Bestiary will definitely be in this map right here. And also, there's another chance that when you complete a map, it will create one of these objectives around it. So definitely a lot of stuff to do, and it works for newer players. It works for players that have 5 minutes of gameplay, and it works for players that have like all day long to play. So that's how GGG is trying to handle these things, trying to cater to both people that can play a little bit every day, or people that can play just the whole day every day. And all of these chances to find masters, if you add the prophecies, sextants, scarabs and all the kind of stuff, there's going to be a lot of stuff to do in your maps, and hopefully that will add variety to even to just farming the same single map over and over again, which is what some players do, especially when you want to make currency. But yeah, that was all for this week. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you want to remain updated every week, be sure to subscribe to my channel. So that was all. I've been your host Giorgio, and I'll see you guys the next time.